Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from jazzledazzlecraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. I'm just trying to get set up here. So, hi Stephen, you come. I'm just getting set up as usual. It always takes a moment or two. I'm not really a techie person. Hi Audrey, and you come. Randy, hello. Hope everybody's well. Here we go. It's not 4 o'clock in Scotland in the afternoon and it's getting dark already. They call it the dark days before Christmas. So I think it was last week I came on and showed you all the cards that I showcased with the team. Hi Christine, in you come. And Hilary, hello. Well, Hilary was involved in the event that I did my showcase of Curvy celebrations, we called it, and Hilary did a make and take at that event, and I showed you the card that I did from what she taught us. So I did say that I would come back in and recreate some of the cards. You just been eating? Oh, birthday lunch. Oh, lovely. Oh yes, Steph, sorry, I did. Was it yesterday? No, it's this morning, isn't it? Happy birthday, sweetheart. Happy birthday. Yeah, so that's nice that you were able to at least get up for a lunch. Hi Lorna, you come. I didn't. You skipped in before Christine and I didn't notice you. You're so quiet and well behaved. Right, I'm not sure we're set up here. Right, so what I thought I would do today is do the simple ones, recreate them in different colours. So really just nothing exciting, just chatting and colouring and stamping and colouring. So I've prepped. Oh, you've a birthday coming up too, Randy. December birthdays, oh. It's not so bad if they're early. So we'll start off with the simplest one, and that's this one. I have prepped some cards and I've got bits and bobs out for a change. But my main focus for Wednesday, I've decided this is my favourite tool, Wink of Stella. Who likes it? Who likes a Wink of Stella? Who'd like a free Wink of Stella? All during December, all orders over £50 on my online shop will be they will be sent a free Wink of Stella. It will come in January, probably. It will be after Christmas, but you will get a free Wink of Stella. I've just taken this one out of the packet, so it's nice and new, and so it will give us some sparkle. So I'm going to feature Wink of Stella on a Wednesday, whether it's a live or a recorded video or just on my blog. But every Wednesday there will be a post somewhere on social media about using Wink of Stella. So as I say, every order over £50 online on my shop will be sent out a free Wink of Stella. So okay, so let's get stamping. So I've got the Quite Curvy out, the Curvy Christmas and the Curvy dies. However, the Curvy dies don't feature in these cards today, just the stamps today. So I'll pop that out of the way. So for this one, I need this little garland of flowers. So I need that out. I'm totally, apart from cutting the card, I'm not that organised. So, and we'll think of another, this one was wishing you the happiest of birthdays, which actually, you know, to start and get a wee stock of birthday cards for springtime's not a bad idea. So I think I'll just use the birthday one again. Let that out and let it relax. Alrighty, so that's that. Pop these at the side. So I decided for this card this time to go with Highland Heather for my flowers and mint macaron. This one was soft seafoam and seaside spray, and I've just picked out some blue sequins. We'll see what we want for this one. But this one was just plain colouring with the blends. This time we'll go over the top after blend colouring with our Wink of Stella. So not complicated, I don't think. The only complicated thing is finding my blocks. That one and that one. So I pop that over, let it relax a bit, because it's thin and it's easy to stretch out of shape. So that's that one. So, yep. So it keeps its curve. And this one, I've used it hundreds and it's mucky, but hey. Well, that's not big enough. Do you know what? I'm just going to do that. So I've only got little hands and the big blocks are quite difficult for me. Okay, so there isn't an awful lot of stamping. We want basically this little piece of card is, did I tell you? Nope. So this is 11.4 by 6.1. Is that right? Yeah, 11.4 by 6.1 centimetres. But you know, just cut yourself a piece that will fit and then mat it up. So it will be matted onto Highland Heather. So I'm using my Memento, and I realised I was doing that a bit off screen. So I'm using my Memento because I want to colour with alcohol markers just because they're quick. So I want one, and I want to have my foam mat under here because I'm stamping with photopolymer. I'll get there. So really, I could do with moving my camera a bit because it's all wrong. It keeps moving, that's the problem. Let me see what, no, that's not right, is it? I hope you're not seasick with me moving it. Okay, I think that is, sort of looks a bit better, doesn't it? Right, let's try. I better put a bit more ink on that, it will have dried out. So is everybody okay? Are we all hanging on in there? I've just been out for a little while. I'm with my husband and we may have had a late lunch out, but we went to a garden centre locally and the queue for the restaurant was too long and there was no way. I came home for coffee and something to eat because I think it's because here we're tier 3 in Scotland, in this part, our council area is tier 3, and because the places that serve alcohol aren't allowed to serve alcohol, a lot of the pubs are completely closed. So all the places that you would maybe go for a bar lunch are closed. So the cafes and things that are open are really busy. Oh, that's not good, Audrey. Just you sit still, and my camera moving won't be helpful to you. I'm sorry about that. It just seems, I'm using my new phone, well it's not that new, but the phone I use as a phone, because the phone that I usually use for filming is out of charge. And I didn't want to sit waiting for it to charge up. It was plugged in, but the plug itself must have slipped out a wee bit. So this is going to go in here. Just fit it in kind of in the middle there. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Simple as. Do you know, it looks nice just like that. And I'll show you how to prep the new Wink of Stella when I've done my colouring. So I'm going. Did you hear that, Audrey? I'm going for. I'm going to use Highland Heather and Mint Macaron blends. Well, it's because of the level that we're at and because of the way some people behave once they've had alcohol in them. So they forget about social distancing and things, and that's the kind of reasoning behind that. Yeah. So what I'm doing on the wee flower heads is just putting a bit of the dark Highland Heather at the back of the petal where it would be shadowed by the, now forgive me if I get this wrong, the sepal, I think that bit is called, the green bit. I may be wrong. I've been wrong before. Not very often though. Oh. So just putting a bit of the dark there and then we'll go over it with the light. That pretty, eh? And then I'm just going to go over the top. You can take as long as you like doing yours. Obviously, I'm doing it in a bit, not a hurry, but don't really want Steph to fall asleep while she's watching. There's those flowers, and then we'll just do the same on these ones. Don't do too many at the same time because it will take longer for them to blend. And I'm using the brush tip. You can use the smaller tip if you want to be a bit more precise. I like the brush tip. Did you have something nice for your lunch, Steph? Do tell. I think I've caught all the flowers. Problem is I go quiet when I'm colouring, so you guys need to talk amongst yourselves. But you're right, Christine, the pub is, you know, the hub of a community in many villages and towns. But so many of them, I think nowadays, kind of discount the food because people will spend money on alcohol while they're there, and that's probably where the profit is, so they probably don't deem it worth being open if they can't serve alcohol. It's possibly not financially viable. I don't know about offline. No, we can still drink, but we just have to do it alone at home, which is not always the best thing, is it? I hadn't put the lid on my memento. Alrighty, so then we just want to get in with our mint macaron. You're barely touching. I'm not going to make such a thing of the colouring with the mint macaron, just getting the green in here. But as I say, you're barely touching when you go in with your, just do half the leaf with the dark, and then we'll just quickly go over it with the light. Yeah, you can buy it in the off licence and you can buy it at home. Online. I had a local craft brewery drop off a wee mini keg for my husband. So they actually delivered it to the door. I think it's like he's quite enjoyed having his own little mini pub. Okay, Randy, take care. I know it's earlier in the day for you. We're all sort of starting to wind down a bit and think about tea time, but you're earlier. So that's, as long as you're well, that's all that matters, Randy. Right, and then the light one, I'll just do this one and then I'll do the bits in the middle. These wee teeny leaves, I'm just doing them quickly with the light, just to add some colour. I just think this is awful pretty. Yeah, that's them. I have no idea why, you know, I don't know why. Doo-doo-doo. Just hope we're not in this situation next Christmas. I mean, I know, although I can go out and do a little bit of shopping, and although I'm happy enough to wear a mask, I understand the reasons why. Whenever I come out, I don't stay in the shop for as long as I might, because I feel like I'm being deprived of oxygen. I don't know if that's all in my head or not, but when I come outside and I take it off, I'm like gasping for air. And I don't have any, you know, normally have any breathing problems or anything, so I do feel for people who do. Mince and tatties tonight. Right, so there we go. There it is, all nicely coloured. And I'm going to layer it up onto the card and then do the wing cuff, Stella. Now, glue. Yeah, that's the thing. Glue. Do I open a new one, or do I persevere with the 5 bits that are left out? Right. So these are kind of associated with Scotland, these colours, sort of purple and green. For thistle, and their colours are rather like. Oh, I forgot another stamping I was going to do, so let's pop that on there anyway. Then I'm going to do tone on tone stamping on the card base. I'll just let that. Yes, St Andrew's Day was on Monday, yep. But I was working, so it kind of passed me by. So, mint macaron. Mint macaron. I don't think my French accent is very good. Right, and then what are we going to do our tone on tone with? I think we'll just use, we could take one from the Curvy Christmas one and do some tone on tone with one of these. What one will I use? I'll take this branch one because it's quite big, because I don't want to be all day doing it. It's kind of like a pine branch, isn't it? So top that one off. Oh, were you, Christine? Very good. So, was part of that, did you learn some of the history of St Andrews? You probably know more than I do. That's often the case. Right, so I'm just going to do a bit of, bear in mind that we are going to be putting the layer on anyway, so we're just, no idea what I'm doing, I'm just doing. I think I'll turn it and come in between. that was that way, wasn't it? Oh, well, never mind. It'll be fine. Just getting some background stamping, that's all. And the tone on tone with the mint macaron. That'll be fine. You know what? You don't have to be precise about anything. And then that's going on there. That's rather nice, isn't it? Well, we put this on with dimensionals this time. I don't go with whiskey sauce either. I'll have a dram along with it. But no, I'm not. I don't think people who live in Scotland really do the whiskey sauce. Certainly not at any burn supper I've been to. We pop some whiskey over the haggis when we address it. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people do like it. So then I'm just looking for that to be almost in the middle. There we have it now, Wink of Stella, nice brand new one. So you were served that somewhere, right? Okay. Right, so we unscrew it. I need to get this bit. Seems, I've not had one come like that before. I think that's stuck in there. I just took that out of the pack. I might have to send this one back. Wonder if it will. It's supposed to come out with. Oh, I must have done it the wrong way. Silly me. Right. So what I need to do is take that off now and take that black ring out. That's just a packaging ring to stop it from leaking in while it's travelling or whatever. So that's it. Yeah, and then give it a good shake. And you maybe want to just have a bit of a scrap around, and where it says push, once you've given it a good old shake and get all that shimmer mixed up. And then just squeeze it until you start seeing some of it starting to come down. Basically just to charge the barrel, and just it will start coming out. Doesn't matter, Christine, it'll still be fun to share with other people. Right, and I probably got too much now, but maybe squeezed it for too long. It just that's why I said to have a scrap there, so you wipe the surplus off, right, and then just over your wee flowers with your Wink of Stella and give them a beautiful sheen. It's just so gorgeous, it just finishes off. We'll find another little bit of sparkle to add in a minute in the box of magic. So this is Wink of Stella Wednesday for me. Yeah, there's be loads left, and you can add, and I have been known to add gin, Steph, once it's finished, using it up. Not quite as effective, but it does, there's still loads of glitter in, and there you go. I don't know how well that shows on the camera, but it certainly gives a nice shimmer in real life. And let's see, what could we use for gems? Now I think I have an idea if I've got them in here. Let me see. See. I know they're purple posy, but I think we'll just go for them. Whoops. My pad, this is, I've got a parcel coming on Friday and it's got a new grid paper pad and I'll be so glad. Right, a pokey tool or something. And the scissors, that will do the trick. There you go, just to add a bit of interest and draw your eye around. So that's our first simple stamping, and I do think that is definitely hashtag simple stamping. Yep. So that's the first one, so let's have a go. So there was the original that I did in my showcase, and that's the one I've replicated today. There's something, bit of hair stuck to the glue there. There you go. So that's those two. And we'll have a go at recreating the other one if I knew where it was. Where is it? Right, so this one I used some of the design. Do you know, I need to sort something here. This is annoying me, this paper sliding and slipping. Can't be doing with it. Cannot be doing with it. It's because there's a loose piece. There's a piece loose, and that one's mucky. But we'll pop it underneath just to keep the depth at the moment. Look at the state of me. Right. Tidy up, Janice, tidy up. Right. I like to have a nice thick pad for stamping on. Okay, so I'm going to change up the colours here as well, but we're going to do our lovely wee robins. And I need my early espresso ink pad for them. And I think we'll get real red out for my robin and some crumb cake. Righty, I'm ready. Are you? I like this, and I'm going to show you a few more wee tricks with Wink of Stella here. Okay, so I have a piece of card for stamping on, and I've gone for this paper, the Sahara Sand paper, and I'm thinking the leaves, and I'm going to put it on real red. So I'm not sure about this colour lot together, however, because in this suite they use cherry cobbler, but I've decided to pull real red in here because I have real red robin, red breasts, real red breasts on my robins. Can't see that. The birds are just lovely, aren't they? You can't, I don't know how anyone can not love them. So by taking the Sahara Sand, it means I can use my real red and my garden green, which to me are fairly traditional. I am not sure if there's any left, Christine. I don't think there's any left of the in colour ones. I think they're sold out. But the normal grid paper is available to customers. And I think this one was available to customers when the in colours came out. Okay, so I'll just quickly pop this on so that it can dry and then we'll do our stamping. Again, it is simple stamping, and then we're just taking it up a notch with the Wink of Stella. Putting a bit of designer series paper on here just for added interest. So it's like on the first one we did tone on tone stamping for the background, and for the background of this one we're using designer series paper. Just creates a bit of interest. And then this Christine, it would cost too much to post it because of the size of it. I think I'll have a look to see what's still available for customers. Right, so we want to do our stamping here, and I want the big leaf stamp. I don't know where I put here it is. I'm getting myself all in a fuddle here. Right. Just the size of it, Christine, it would probably be quite expensive to post because it's larger. It's A3. It probably would cost you more than it's worth. And I've got my 3 wee birds. So have I got my big... Here we are. The desk at the back's a bit of a mess. I've got 100 things going on in my head. Right, so put that on there and get our memento. So I don't want memento, I want my green. I didn't engage my brain, did I? So I'm just going to ink this up. Sometimes when you're using a big stamp, it's actually better to take the ink to the stamp, because when you do it the other way, you get in a mess like this. Just pop that out the way, and then I just want to pop this somewhere around the middle of the card because I want my wee birdies above it. Well, if I fold it, if you're happy for it to be folded, I'll pop you a few sheets in the post. Don't worry about that. And a little book. And I'm going to stamp with my early espresso. So I think I've got the 2 that go that way. He's a cheeky wee chappy, so I'm trying to aim the feet kind of at the leaves. And then this one, these ones are like they're singing, so I've got 3 of these ones. Take care. Yeah, we have got snow forecast up here, Steph. Well, they're saying it's possible. I think we've got like a warm front hitting a cold front, and that's usually what happens. There we go. I don't know what sentiment to put on this one then. What will we have along the bottom of this one? What we got? We could make this one Christmassy since we're having robins, couldn't we? So, may your days be merry and bright. Again, because that's thin, we'll just let it relax a wee bit. I'll take the birthday one out of here, and I think I'll just stamp this with the early espresso as well. Ink that up. There you go, may your days be merry and bright. And we don't need this early espresso anymore. It's pitch black out here, and it was raining when I was out earlier. I've lost my wink of Stella, so what I need now is I need to do my leaves first. So you take your wink of Stella, if you stamped with one of our colours, and then you just take your wink of Stella over your leaves. The wink of Stella react with their basic inks. It doesn't react with the memento, but it reacts with the coloured inks. So there you're pulling out your green, so you get sparkly leaves. There we go. So is anyone else crafting while they're watching? And Audrey, you're having to rest a wee bit. That's a horrible condition to deal with. Okay, Tammy. All right. This is my day for Stampin' Up. I don't work. I had 2 long and hard days doing what I do, and then I work again on Friday. But Wednesday and Thursdays are my Stampin' Up family days. Time out with Peter as well now that he's retired. So trying to fit everything in. That's fine though. It's all good. Yeah, it's a bit later on. Well, the retired man has got interested in cooking, so I think my dinner is being made for me again tonight. He's got his grill air fryer gadgety thing, and he's quite into it, and also he's getting fab results, so it's amazing because this is a man that couldn't fry an egg previously. I'm totally impressed. And every time I used to say to him about doing the cooking, he just used to laugh. But actually, he's doing a grand job. Oh, I need this anyway. Right, so that's my leaves. And then I'm going to take step. So your house will be relieved to get rid of some. So I'm going to need my crumb cake ink and my real red. Now, have I got any in the lid? So a good thing to do is just squeeze. Some pads seem to be squeezable and some are not, but if you squeeze down onto the lid, if you've got strong thumbs, you see what happens? And there you've got a wee ink palette. I've obviously been using that with Wink of Stella. Same here, look, in the crumb cake. So, hi Heather, and you come. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then you've got some in your lid. You can put it out onto a block, but it just saves on the clearing up this way. So I'm just going to quickly give them all the wee red breasts. So I'm using this like a watercolour pen, picking up a bit of colour and just popping, just painting them some wee red breasts. It is kind of reacting with the early espresso ink, but you just have to be quick and not fuss over that bit. Don't fuss the brush backwards and forwards over the eye there, and then just bring it down over their breast, and their tummies are quite white, so that's, I think this one needs a bit more red in there. It's gone a bit pinky. There you go, just 5 wee robin redbreasts just like that. You can make these into any birds you want, and completely imaginary birds if you want. And then if you've got an old rag or a bit of paper, just wipe your Wink of Stella off onto that before you change colours. You just got off work. Oh good, Heather. Are you home? And then I'm just picking up my crumb cake and just do their wee backs and their tails. So we just got wee sparkly robins. They're such cuties. Your Tim Hortons coffee. It doesn't translate very well in Scotland. I don't know if it works, if it's our water. I mean, Tim Hortons have come to Scotland, and all my Canadian friends all rave about it, but seriously doesn't do it for me. I'm addicted to coffee. But what I need to do is come to Canada, and I'm sure drinking it on site it will be fine. It's, oh well, Tammy, you're an expert, you'll know better than anyone. It doesn't taste right here, does it? Although I've not been to Canada and I've not had it in Canada. Heather, one day I am coming to Canada. I'm not sure which day that is, but one day I am. I have a cousin in Canada as well. A lovely cousin that I'd like to visit. I'm not, do you know this? I don't even know. I'll have to go and look her address up. There we go. Are they sweet or are they sweet? Yeah. When we can travel again, although I need to go to Australia first. Right, so I did start the card and I don't know where I've put it. Oh, here it is. So I'm going to just do my wee trick here and line this, just gently dabbing it in the crumb cake just. So a few browns in this one. We've got Sahara sand in the paper, crumb cake in the Robinson round the edge, and I've stamped with early espresso. I like it too, Heather. However, see, when I first got it and agreed to do the showcase for our team, and it came and I thought, oh, why did you do that? Why did you volunteer? Because I just went blank at first. And then it was just one day I thought, right, just get stamping. I've lost the lid of Ink of Stella. Here we go. Hi, Christy. No, you come in. We are nearly finished, I have to say, but come in and say hello. Always room for another one. Do you want to come in by the fire? Are you cold? Was it because I was speaking about Canada and Tim Hortons coffee? And there's some other Canadians in, Christine. Heather's in from Nova Scotia, and Tammy's in exile in Scotland. Oh, you're in Wisconsin. Why did I think you were in Canada? I get everybody mixed up. Terrible. I don't get people mixed up. I just get mixed up about where they come from. There we go. So, shaded spruce paper in this one, and real red with Sahara sand in this one, and I've used Guardian Green there. I've used shaded spruce ink there. Oh, you're just as cold as in Canada. Maybe that's it, yeah. So there's these two. So we've been using Wink of Stella. I've been doing Wink of Stella Wednesday. I'm thinking each Wednesday to do something related to Wink of Stella. So today we have, this is one that I did in my team showcase, and then I've copied that today and done it. So that one was Soft Sea Foam and Seaside Spray, and this one is Highland Heather and Mint Macaron. So it's a bit darker, but just as effective, I think. And this one we've added Wink of Stella for a bit more interest, and we've popped it up. Whoops. And then we've taken this one. So I think they're all simple stamping though. So there you go. So that's the original, and that's the original. That's today's version, and this is today's version. So you can let me know which you prefer. Do you prefer the ones that are kind of pimped up with stamp Wink of Stella? I don't know why this keeps going squint here. Which ones do you prefer? So simple stamping and using my Wink of Stella. Has everybody given me a thumbs up on the way in? If you don't, will you do it on the way out? Yeah, and anyone watching this on the replay, what I have got an offer on in December. Anyone who places an order on my online shop of £50 or over will receive a Wink of Stella. That'll be on top of your thank you card as well. But anyway, yeah, you have to have a Wink of Stella. It's compulsory. It's a great little tool. Can't have too many of them. I've got a few in the drawer, just in case I need them. I think this one I did use the blends, and I used cherry cobblers for these ones, but these ones were painted with Wink of Stella, so different. You can't choose, Steph. Is that because they're all awful, or because you're so full of birthday lunch you just can't make a choice? Anyway, yep, my favourite out of all of them, I prefer this one, and out of these two I prefer that one, but I would add Wink of Stella to that one as well. Yeah, this, I like this colourway. Do you know what, it's just like Garden Green Real Red. They're just, yeah, they're just Christmas, aren't they? It just says Christmas card to me, that one. Anywho, I'm going to go and see what the boy's going to make it for dinner. And yeah, thanks very much for coming in on this cold, dark, wet afternoon. So enjoy the rest of your evening and day, and feel better, everyone. Take care. Stay safe and all that stuff. Okay, I'm going to go just now. We'll see y'all later. Thanks so much for your chat and your support. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, I can't get out. Doesn't know how to. Wonder if I can I flip the camera? Okay, not my best angle, but yay. Bye everybody. See y'all later.